Entering into the fullness of thy glory tonight, O mighty I am presence, I call to the higher mental body of each one to charge forth whatever quality, whatever power of energy and light is required to give each individual that specific requirement of the moment. And as this mighty power is released tonight, mighty higher mental body of each one, so charge forth, hold sustained, and cut away everything that is of human creation, and dissolve and consume it by the power of the violet consuming flame, and see that everyone is set free from all pressure of their own human creation or that from the outside world. Call about each one this mighty tube of light and hold it in its invincible protection about each one from all discord, from all disturbance of the outer world, and holding each one within that tube of light, pass the violet consuming flame within it, and dissolve and consume cause, effect, and record of every particle of accumulation that remains of any of the students whatsoever. And do this hour, that the remainder of this class may go forth and hold sustained and charged within the feeling world of each one this permanent sustained activity that is required in the immediate future. Therefore, as this is called forth tonight, may every precious one be enabled to accept the fullness of this which is called forth for their blessing and eternal freedom and protection. Therefore, in this great light which is thine, and all knowing that it is self-luminous intelligent substance, which cannot be qualified by the human, the ascended master, self-luminous intelligent substance, then may each one accept that tonight in its full power of action in, through, and for, and about each one. Mighty I am present, in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I charge this room with the ascended master consciousness and presence. In the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I charge the consciousness of each one here, that ascended master, self-luminous intelligent substance and power of light that charges in, through, and around every human body, sweeping in, through, and around, and sweeping out all imperfection, charging it with that purity and perfection of the ascended master. Therefore, in the glory of that light that charges forth at this call, hold it sustained in its mighty dissolving, consuming activity until everyone is set free from everything that remains of their own human accumulation. Therefore, tonight, great presence of light, we set into action this mighty power. We are going into definite action for definite accomplishment, and it shall be done in thy name and power. Therefore, as each one is able to accept it, they will feel the definite action from this hour on in the freeing and glorifying power of their slightest effort. And may each one feel tonight that freedom as they go forth and then hold that sustained within their consciousness and feeling world as its ever-expanding activity goes on, that the remainder of this class give them within their own feeling world that full consciousness and power which is real, which is mighty, which is the conquering presence in and about every human being. Therefore, we accept that in the fullness of its mighty power. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I charge forth thy mighty healing current to sweep in, through, and around, and sweep out every discordant thing. Set each one free in the mighty power of thy light and mighty cyclopeia. Take command of all the conditions and currents affecting the eyes, ears, and throat, and charge forth direct those mighty healing currents and restore perfect sight, restore perfect hearing, restore perfect action of the throat of every one that hold that mighty balance of the activity of light within each one, that all these activities become a permanently sustained activity. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the purse, the pocketbook of each one here, that it your own supply of money that is never absent, that is never late. Mighty I am present, help each one to realize that as I call forth this mighty degree for the financial relief, It's a mighty, tremendous thing. It's a mighty reality. It's a mighty current of light and energy sent forth to everyone to bring about that condition for them, and may each one be enabled to accept that in the fullness of thy power, mighty I am, friends. That's not this human, but the power of the mighty I am called forth to render this service at my tremendous call. And may each one feel that and accept it and cause it, by your power of qualification, cause it to be sustained. And then let us, everyone, be free in the glory, and every time each one calls mighty I am, give them that true feeling of its victory right then, right now, and let all go forth. The victory of their application, the victory of all that they wish to call forth. It shall be done, and let each one feel that now with infinite sustained power. We thank thee, it is done. Beloved Saint Germain, beloved Master Jesus, beloved Nada, mighty divine director, mighty Austria, mighty victory, mighty goddess of liberty, and mighty goddess of peace, and queen of life, tonight call the mighty legions to seize and bind every entity about every I am student here and in the American world, and set that legion on guard, that no more come about them, and set our beloved people and blessed students free everywhere. Stop this human struggle. Stop this nonsense. And let them go free right now. And may each one feel that great honesty and sincerity and determination that is the outer activity of the inner will to call this forth and have it sustained, because each one must cooperate with that great power of light called forth. Therefore, we accept it tonight, every particle of this in its full power of action, for ever sustained and ever expanding within and about each one to the fullness of its infinite power now. And we thank thee. It is done. Therefore, in accepting this today, do not have an opinion as to whether you feel the current, but just accept it. Therefore, mighty I am present, charge your mighty healing current through everybody in this room, through every feeling world, resolve and consume, cause, effect, and memory of every distress, every limitation that has found anchorage in the consciousness and feeling world of the individual. Wipe all this out. Oh, we don't have to wait. Now, right now is the time. Wipe it out. And set these beloved ones free in the fullness of all the perfection which thou art. And we give praise and thanks as done. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge this room with ascended master consciousness and presence. In the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I charge the consciousness of each one here without ascended master, presence, self-luminous intelligence, and power of action, power of light that goes before them, clearing the way and making harmonious and successful every sincere effort. And we give praise and thanks as done. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the mind and body of each one here with perfect health, eternally sustained. We give praise and thanks that as that call goes forth, the infinite power of light is released to these beloved ones, everyone needing assistance, or those who are absent, calling for that assistance. Then project thy mighty light rays, mighty I am present, and hold them enveloped in that until the healing is complete. We know that is sustained. Therefore today, in all this great mighty healing currents that are released into the room, everyone shall be free. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the full power of thy mighty healing currents directly in through the mind and body. And may everyone in this room feel their spine a tube of scintillating, blazing light that spreads its radiance with great releasing power through every atom of their being right now. We give praise and thanks that it's done. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the purse, the pocketbook of each one here, a general supply of money that is never absent and is never late. Mighty I am present, with thy wisdom directs its use, and its the attention of everyone is held to thee, the treasure house of the universe, And let all today understand how magnificent that is. For in acknowledging the presence as the treasure house, then the love, wisdom, and power of the presence goes into action in the human octave and harmonizes, brings persons, places, and condition into perfect divine order for the release of the money supply you want. Beloved ones, don't ever again look to human channels for your supply. Turn to your presence and let the wisdom of your presence at your call regulate outer conditions and bring you immediately the supply of money you require. All belongs to the presence. The wisdom of the presence always regulates and given an opportunity. Therefore today, accept it in the fullness of your loving heart. Let it do its perfect work for you, and we thank thee it's done. Beloved Saint Germain, today our hearts are bursting with gratitude at the response of precious mankind to your call and all the mighty accomplishments. It is wonderful, beautiful, perfect. Therefore, as this great momentum goes on in its ever-expanding activity, we thank thee and praise thee forever. Mighty I am present in thy name, love, wisdom, and power. I charge this room with the ascended master consciousness and presence. In thy name, love, wisdom, and power, I charge the consciousness of each one here, the feeling world, with the ascended master presence, self-luminous intelligence, substance, and power of light that goes before them, purifying, harmonizing, and making perfect and successful their way. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the mind and body of each one here with perfect health, eternally sustained as this call is made. Mighty powers of light and great hosts of light, amplify this activity and give these blessed ones the perfect action of health and perfect action in the body, that no force of any kind can hold those bodies inactive, that they all rise in the power of their own light, the mighty I am, and go forth active and free in every way. And we so charge this mighty energy tonight to dissolve all solidification and all substance within the bodies that do not belong there, to dissolve it this instant and release it from the body in perfect divine order. And we give praise and thanks that the fullness of all that great light is takes its command within each body tonight, producing perfect health and holding it sustained and holding the feeling world of mankind so harmonized that no longer are causes set up that bring distress in the body. Therefore tonight, mighty presence of light, great host of light, charge forth into and through these bodies and around them thy invincible power, mighty Austria. Cut everyone free from every influence of any kind, whether it's entities or whether it's consciously projected influence of individuals at each other, or whatever it is. Cut them free this night. I command it in the name of my mighty I am present. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge this room, this ascended master consciousness and presence. In the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I charge the consciousness of each one here with the ascended master presence, self, luminous intelligence, and substance, and power of light that goes before, giving each student the invincible protection by the power of light and the invincible directing intelligence that allows no confusion to enter into the feeling world or mind of these beloved ones. This atmosphere in this room is cleansed and purified and will remain so, and there will be no more sleepiness or confusion here. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the mind and body of each one here with perfect health eternally sustained. Mighty I am present, hold the attention upon thee, the mightiest healing presence in the universe, and sweep thy mighty current in, through, round, and about each one, and sweep out, sweep out, sweep out every imperfection, discord, and abnormal growth. Sweep it out. dissolve and consume cause, effect, and record. We shall see whether the power of light does not heal these bodies and set them free. Let everyone realize when they call to their mighty I Am presence, the greatest power, in fact, all the powers of the universe rush to their point of focus to render that service which they call for. And there's no such thing as failure in the healing that they require for their bodies. Make any difference what the mistakes have been. If the individual will call on the law of forgiveness for all their mistakes and then call this power into action, it acts and it's done. And from this hour forth, every student shall feel the full power of their call to render that service and cleanse and purify their own bodies. Mighty I Am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the first pocketbook of each one here that eternal supply of money that is never absent, that is never late. Mighty I Am present, see thy wisdom directed use, and hold the attention upon thee, the treasure house of the universe, and release through thy love, wisdom, and power in the human octave, and through the divine order and divine channels, thou limitless supply they require, money or anything else. Beloved Saint Germain, mighty I Am present, great host of ascended masters, mighty legion of light, and great cosmic beings, in that which goes into action today, so charge and sustain that mighty action within the feeling world of each one, and draw into the outer consciousness to do the mighty unfed flame within the heart, that the fullness of that comprehension is clear of those mighty powers of light working within the body of the individual in their feeling world. Give each one that clear understanding through the feeling that the glory of their perfection, their dominion, is now acting within them, and that there is no activity in the appearance world that has anything to do with the victory of that light, nor neither can it retard it. Therefore, as they give obedience to this great activity, to the mighty I Am presence first, and then its mighty action, will they feel definitely that dominion taking charge, and thus giving them the courage and confidence, sustaining power that brings that victory much more quickly. And mighty I Am present today, we ask that the glory of thy mighty release of thy currents of energy become very tangible in the feeling world of each one, that each one qualify that with thy perfection, and by no chance allow any human quality or feeling to cause them to qualify with any human concept, but with thy full perfection. Mighty I Am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge this room in the ascended master consciousness and presence. In the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I charge the consciousness of each one here with the ascended master presence, activity, self-luminous intelligent substance, and power of light that goes forth, cleansing, purifying, and making clear and successful the way for everyone. Mighty I Am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the mind and body of each one here with perfect health eternally sustained. In this call for perfect health today, may everyone take very vivid consciousness and feeling that this current of light that's called forth, that goes into their body, in, through, and around, instantly dissolves all unnecessary substance in the body. For instance, as gallstones or gathered substance at the joints or anything that is there that doesn't belong there, take that dissolving feeling and charge your hymen body to see that these currents of energy act to dissolve all unnecessary substance in the body and remove it from the body. Therefore, in the fullness of that mighty activity, let us give to the great presence of life the greatest possible assistance. We don't want it, it's all right. But I'm sure no one wants to be lacking in health and strength, so we make this call. Mighty I Am present, charge thy mighty currents of energy in and through each mind and body and around them, and sweep out, sweep out, sweep out all imperfection, all growth, unnecessary growth, all density of substance that's gathered anywhere, whether it be gallstones or the substance at the joints or anywhere else in the body. Dissolve it this instant and remove it from those bodies. May each one be unable to accept that in the feeling. Let its full power act. Hold that attention upon thee, Almighty I Am Presence, the greatest healing presence in the universe, and let these currents, and we call, Mighty I Am Presence, through the high mental body of each one, to see that these currents are sustained until every particle of impurity and imperfection is carried out of the body, dissolved and consumed. Therefore, in the fullness of that activity, hold that sustained, beloved ones. You are the decreer what it's going to do. Then call forth now for you. Call it into action by the acceptance in your feeling. And then call your high mental body as well as I'm making the call to keep that sustained. And you will be most joyful at the result. And many of you will have results days hence from this call. Therefore, beloved ones, let it be sustained, and then keep yourself harmonious, that the power continue to cleanse and purify. Good heavens on earth. Beloved ones, there's not a one in this room or anywhere in this city that could not be healed in 48 hours or in 1 hour if they would only do this. And we give praise and thanks that in my intense feeling I can call it forth to give you the assistance you require. And we give praise and thanks as done. Mighty I Am Present, in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I charge the purse, the pocketbook of each one here, that eternal supply of money that is never absent and is never late. Mighty I Am Present, see thy wisdom and riches use, and that the attention of all are held to thee, says house of the universe. Make each one understand that when they call to thee the treasure house of the universe, then thy love, wisdom, and power goes into action in human octave to bring about the necessary conditions for that release to them. It's infallible, it's absolute, and therefore if each one will only understand this and comprehend what's acting when they make the call, then their feelings will accept and have the glory which offered them. And we give praise and thanks done, and we decree this hour that from this hour henceforth every honest, earnest, sincere I Am student shall be able to call forth their financial supply without limit. This nonsense has got to stop, that mankind can't have the finance they want to go ahead in the service of the light. It shall come forth. There's nothing to stop it. Therefore we give praise and thanks. Beloved Saint Germain, great host of light, amplify this and give these blessed students the assistance they need, and that they have the courage and confidence to go on their application dauntless before all mankind, and we thank thee. In calling thy great powers into action, we give praise and thanks that the fullness of infinite power and light does go into action to fulfill every call. Therefore, those calls are answered. And tonight, in bringing that added release into this room for tomorrow, so may everyone feel that great calm serenity and poise that allows the balanced forces within the human form to act with divine order, sustained and established there permanently, that the fullness of thy great power, Almighty I Am, may do its perfect work, and hold such dominion henceforth within these minds and bodies and feeling world of all, that everyone goes forth the victory of light, thy light, and by the power of thy directing intelligence. And we give praise and thanks. This is done. Mighty I Am Present, in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, charge this room with ascendant master consciousness and presence. In the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, charge the consciousness of each one here for the ascendant master presence, self-luminous intelligence, substance, and power of light that goes before, harmonizes, makes clear and perfect the way, and successful for everyone. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the mind and body of each one here with perfect health, eternally sustained. Mighty I am presence, hold the attention of all upon thee, the greatest healing presence in the world, and therefore, in their call, release that feeling that releases the currents of energy. And we give praise and thanks that the fullness of that is done now, that every form that has come into this room receives instantly the mighty healing currents and the perfect release of all that's required to set the body perfect action, perfect divine order, perfect harmony sustained. Therefore we accept the fullness of its action now. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the first, the fourth book of each one here, thy eternal supply of money that is never absent and is never late. Mighty I am present, see thy wisdom direct its use, and the attention of all held upon thee, the treasure house of the universe, knowing that in this mighty action thy love, wisdom, and power goes into action in the human octave and brings about the present places, conditions, and under divine order, divine justice for the release that is required. Can't fail, never did. And as mankind understands this, they will find their supply always on hand in the fullness of its mighty power. Beloved Saint Germain, great host of light, tonight in the fullness of all that's being done, so still the feeling world of each one that mighty activity takes place with its full dominion, and that not one person qualify any activity of the power and light within them with anything but perfection, that all control of the human be held in divine order, the perfection reigns. We give praise and thanks that the fullness of that great light which we have been calling for is taking its dominion, is arriving with great power and speed to do its perfect work, and we abide in thy great wisdom forever, knowing that our calls have never failed, and that the fullness of thy great presence and light is the dominion of all things throughout this work, and for every student who is earnest and sincere, and the freedom that the light claims its own, holds its dominion, and sends forth its own, the victory of its light. And we thank thee. Out of thy infinite glory tonight, great presence of life, we call into action thy cleansing, purifying, directing presence and intelligence to take command of each mind and body, clear the pathway of that life stream, send those individuals forth like a rocket into the glory of all the perfection thou dost hold. There is no power but thee. There is no intelligence but thee. Therefore take command of thy instruments of earth, the human forms, clothe them with thy invincible presence, and send them forth thy mighty victory of thy light, no longer acknowledging, no longer allowing dominion of any kind by human qualities. Silence all human qualities and send the people forth the majesty and power of thy light, that all the earth may know that eternal everlasting peace that every heart craves and longs to see made manifest. Therefore tonight we call that infinite power of light to take its dominion upon earth, hold its mighty directing powers about each one, until only thyself is the only acting presence through every human form and upon earth, therefore giving all mankind that happiness, that limitless supply, that peace on earth so long talked about. Oh, so many things have been talked about. Mighty I am present, and in thy name, love, wisdom, and power, we call those things, those forces into action tonight, that no longer we talk about, but have manifest the full power of thy great glory on earth. And it shall be done There is no power but thee. Therefore all human qualities must abide and give obedience to that. And we know it, and we stand with the full power of thy glory in its mighty action, that all mankind may come to understand and know, and in calling to thee, have the fullness of thy great power brought forth into action now, with its great, eternal, everlasting, sustaining power. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge this room with the ascended master consciousness and presence. In the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art, I charge the consciousness of each one here, for that ascended master presence, self-luminous intelligence, substance, and power of light that goes forth clearing the way before them, making easy, happy, and successful the way. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the mind and body of each one here, that perfect health eternally sustained, and hold their attention upon thee, and give such power to their call to thee to release thy mighty healing current, that it is done instantly. Mankind does not have to wait any longer to have themselves released even from their mistakes. And we give praise and thanks that each one, and we charge it forth with thy infinite power, the call of every one of the I Am students here and throughout America and the world, with that instantaneous power of action that does bring the instantaneous answer. Therefore, giving the beloved students everywhere the courage and strength and confidence in their presence, in their call, and in themselves, to have the freedom which they want. Nothing in the world shall stand between them and that eternal freedom and perfection. Shall not be. And therefore tonight we give eternal praise and thanks that we have come to know with such power that there is nothing in the world that has any power but just be the fullness of thy mighty active presence here and everywhere. Mighty I am present in the name, love, wisdom, and power which thou art. I charge the purse, the pocketbook of each one here, that eternal supply of money that is never absent and is never late. Mighty I am present. See, the attention of each one is held upon thee, the treasure house of the universe, opening the doors of the treasure house of life. For in that is the only place there is anything to come to bless mankind, or ever did, or ever will. Therefore tonight, hold the attention of everyone upon thee, that treasure house of the universe, and those who are so in need of financial supply. Mighty I am present, unlock thy treasure house, release into their world and use the limited supply they require, and see thy wisdom direct its use. See that mankind and the students of life no longer feel that limitation. Release and give thy directing powers to them, that they may use it properly, and that they may feel in their call the assurance of its immediate release. Therefore, with the speed of thought, have that release into their hands and use, to go forth in the service of the light, glorified with the happiness of its design. Feel the fullness of it forever sustained, and we thank thee.